I'm gonna shut up. Y'all stay tuned. Just got down a little buck I'm walking through. Good morning. It's morning number 3. Yesterday I was by that pond in that CRP, and I seen all them deer, saw that big buck. So I come in here this morning. I'm just off the back side of the pond up in these woods where he walked off to. I'm only about 400 yards from where I was, but I seen every deer I seen yesterday came from this area. So I'm hoping I can get a good chance of seeing one. I still don't think I'm going to be in a kill hole. I've still got to hone in on them and find out where they're going, where they're coming from, because watching from 400 yards, you can't be exact. I'm trying to get dialed in on them. So I got in a place I can see pretty good. I've got a really nice ridge with a bunch of rubs on it to my left, a really pretty oak flat bottom down behind me, a bunch of deer sign in here. In that pond in CRP, you'll see in a second, it's right down below me. We saw a huge buck last night coming out of here, running right towards this area, so I'm hoping he comes through the private and may have ended up on this land. All the does yesterday were walking around with their tails up. One peed right in front of my stand, had a little buck trailer up and smell it. So I think things are getting ready to bust loose, so I'm hoping here soon we'll start seeing some hardcore chasing going. So I'll give you a quick look at what I'm looking at. I'm going to try to get quiet for a while. So here's this bottom down below me. You probably can't tell, but I can see 200 yards to this bottom. I wouldn't have a shot, but out there, all that sunlight, that's all that CRP. And that pond is right about there. So then I'm on the edge of this ridge, just where I could see good. And over this way, it's just a hardcore high top ridge covered in buck sign. So I'm gonna sit here a while. I'm gonna try to sit all day, bounce around some. Hopefully I can get dialed in on a deer movement. So I'm gonna track around a little bit here, I'm just trying to get some stuff started up. Like I said, I'm just trying to get dialed in on them. That's a thing of beauty right there. Oh man, I've been here about an hour. Man, maybe 45 minutes. I haven't heard anything. I don't think the deer are on their feet yet, because I know there's a bunch of deer out in this area just because how many I seen yesterday come out of here. Oh, that is so good. It's like 23 degrees, but finally the wind quit blowing, so it's tolerable. And this right here, oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. Travis is right back behind me, a couple 100 yards. He's on the other end of that, where that cow pasture meets the public land. There's a funnel of woods. It's the only woods in a half-mile stretch that connects the private to public, and he's sitting about 200 yards on the public, on that, hoping that they'll kind of use that as a corridor. I think it's got to get going. I'm seeing too many bucks just cruising. I'm seeing too many does acting crazy, walking with a tail up, peeing on themselves, getting trailed by little bucks. I think it's going to happen soon. Somebody in our hunt party is going to kill. And selfishly, I hope it's me. But I don't know. I'll check in with y'all here in a little bit. Keep y'all updated. And enjoy my coffee. Maybe my sausage McMuffin too. That's sure am good. I've been sitting here probably an hour and a half. I heard a deer walking down that bottom. I grunted at it and it didn't come. It's probably a doe or something, but I was gonna give y'all a little tip real quick. Especially on public land, you know how weary a deer can be. So on public land, the way I do it is if I'm gonna grunt and rattle and make all kinds of noise, I need to try to make it as realistic as possible. So what I do is when I get up in my stand, I bring my bow up on my bow rope, and there's a deer. I just got done rattling. Just got done rattling. He was going to investigate. That didn't take long at all. I just rattled maybe a minute ago. Just rattled him up. I just got done rattling. I pulled the camera up. I was gonna talk to y'all. What I was saying was to make everything as realistic as possible. What I do if I'm gonna rattle and grunt and stuff is I pull my bow up on my bow rope, and I've got a carabiner on my bow rope. I will whoop the carabiner back around my main line, and I try to get down there, and I almost lasso. I always put it like a limb at the base of my tree. So, I don't know, may not even be able to see it. Yeah, you should be. And I'll throw my limb down. I'll throw my bow rope down there, and I'll grab as many limbs as I can. So when I'm rattling and stuff, I can just like that. It just gives it one more little element of realism. And I think on public land especially, I mean, that can make all the difference in the world. I know a little buck like that, you could sit here and yell, "Come here, deer," and he'd probably come into it and check you out. I just think those little things matter in the long run, so try it out yourself. I just grinded in a spike now. That little 4-point just left, and as soon as he left, this little spike come in. They responded to my grunts. He's looking for me. It's crazy how good they can pinpoint sound. Dang it, my wind just swirled. He might smell me. It's about 11 o'clock. I seen a bunch of deer down in that bottom down there. I'm gonna get down the wind switch too, so I'm not as comfortable here as I was. I'm gonna get down and walk around and see if I can find some better buck sign somewhere, and probably end up down there where all them does come out yesterday. Just see if I can find anything bumping some does around. And try to find some scrape lines or find just a buck trail up here. So I'm about to get down, walk down. I'm gonna back out so I don't bump anything on my scent, and walk around for a minute, and I'll let y'all know what I see. Alright guys, so we're back in. I actually got a buddy. I actually came over here to this new spot with him, Timmy, and we're just both getting settled in. He's about 80, 90 yards that way. I can look back his way, but there's a gully right here. And these deer have been walking up and down the edge and even in the gully. If they're in the gully, there's not much I can do. There's like one shot opportunity right there. But there's pretty big trails running right here down this side. And got a hill to my back. A lot of good buck signs, sure. There's some good bucks in here. Saw an unidentified buck this morning in the sick point that you saw on camera. And then right as I hit the ground, either a small 6 or a 4-point, I don't know if you're brow tines, popped up in front of me out of this gully, but about 80 yards that way. I can see the tree I was in this morning, so we're still close. We're gonna see what we can come up with. I know there's a lot of good buck sign. Doe comes by and gives me an opportunity, might take it, so we'll see what happens. It's a beautiful day, about 57 degrees right now. A lot more comfortable. It's 2 o'clock. This is gonna be a long sitting saddle. This Buzzard Roost saddle is the most comfortable saddle I've ever been in. I'm just a big guy, not really a huge saddle hunter. I use it to my advantage on public land, being light, being easier to get in and to get out. But that's 4 hours, 4.5 hours really is a long time to be standing up for me. But y'all stay tuned, we're gonna see what happens. It's a beautiful day. I got a cow pasture about 100 yards in front of me. I saw a cow this morning in it. Y'all wish me luck. Stay tuned. So it's 5:12. Deer haven't really been moving, I guess. No one in our group has seen anything so far. So I think it's just one of the slow days. Come straight off that cold weather. That super cold weather. But I mean, we're doing pretty good, I guess. We've seen some deer this morning. And this hunt is far from over. I know I'm ready to take a nap. Like a good, solid 12-hour nap. But it's beautiful country up here. What is that? There's a bunch of turkeys in the cattle field. Let's see. 100 yards from the fence road. I don't know where that's gonna pick up. You can kind of see them there. And then right by the cows. So we do have,
Missouri. We do have 2 tags for turkeys, so if one does come in, I'm dang sure gonna give it a shot. I ain't never shot a turkey with a bow, but we dang sure try. I love this country up here. If you're not in shape when you get here, you'll be in shape when you leave. So we're gonna see what happens. Just hold in there. Squirrels have been driving me insane today. So stay tuned. Matt. Same